Hello, thank you for joining us today. We will be discussing DEI policies and the recent pushback against them. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge our positionality. We are all white and have experienced privileges that come from being of this skin color. Furthermore, simply being university educated is a privilege in itself. As such, we acknowledge that our role in the DEI debate is to listen, learn, and support. Thus, today we will be turning the conversation towards the class because DEI is a group action not to be led solely by privileged individuals. To enable a productive conversation, we will provide the background on DEI and offer inclusive language we can use in our discussion. The following are examples of some principles of inclusive language. We would like to highlight the point of using people-centric language. In your discussions, you should focus on using language to reflect the individuality of people instead of relying on stereotypes. Second, we want to focus our discussions today on using a strengths-based approach rather than a deficit approach. Third, focus on empowering others to speak and not speaking for them. Fourth, we would like to reintroduce the term of systemic or structural racism, which refers to racism that is embedded in laws, policies, and procedures, systems, and even in society's beliefs and values. The notion of structural discrimination is important in the DEI policy debate. So what is DEI? DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Diversity can be defined by a variation of people with different backgrounds within an organization. Diversity can be visible or invisible. Visible traits would include a person's ethnicity, age, gender, and culture, while invisible traits include life experiences, socioeconomic status, values, and unseen physical and mental illnesses. Equity refers to having fair practices in place for all employees. Lastly, inclusion focuses on how a business creates an environment to foster a spirit of diversity through ensuring that everyone feels valued and respected. Thus, organizational DEI policies are implemented to increase DEI in a workplace. However, recently the policies have come under fire from prominent billionaires. Before diving into the core of the controversy, we will start by examining the current landscape of DEI policies. Deloitte conducted a survey on how organizations have implemented DEI policies. We would like to highlight that only 11% of organizations have tried to leverage their differences and incorporate DEI policies at the core of the organization. Second, Statistics Canada reported that in public service, although 56% of workers are women, only 5% are Indigenous peoples, 6% are persons with disabilities, and 20% are visible minorities, an underrepresentation. Lastly, the people in power continue to be white men. In TSX-listed companies, only 26% of board members are women, and under 10% of board members are Indigenous people, persons with disabilities, or visible minorities. Although it is clear from the prior statistics that organizations need DEI policies, significant controversy over DEI policies has sparked. Claudine Gay, the first female African-American president of Harvard University, resigned after allegations of plagiarism and for not strongly voicing her opinion against the anti-Semitism on campus. Her resignation comes at a time filled with loud voices of pushback against DEI policies, with billionaires such as Chip Wilson and Elon Musk speaking against DEI. We have highlighted some of the common themes seen in the anti-DEI debate. Reverse discrimination, where some people claim that DEI policies are taking opportunities away from more deserving white men. Fear-mongering, misinformation campaigns that have been circulated by right-wing extremists, and scapegoating, where DEI has essentially become the scapegoat for deeper-rooted organizational issues. With this controversy, we're left wondering, are DEI policies a good thing that is needed? Hopefully the answer for most people would be, well, obviously. As stated, there is still a massive lack of representation in the workforce. However, on top of addressing representational concerns, DEI policies also offer value to organizations. A Deloitte survey revealed that the top 3 reasons that organizations invest in DEI is to enhance employee engagement, talent acquisition, and the corporate brand. DEI policies improve all elements of an organization, including teamwork, decision-making, innovation, and financial performance. Clearly, organizations need to be embracing DEI instead of pushing against it. We still have a long way to go in order for Canada's workforce to be representative of our population. Today, we will start the journey together through exploring the various stakeholders present in the DEI debate, learning more about DEI statistics, and understanding and appreciating what makes our peers unique.